Right, just collecting a load of those alloy wheels I said I was getting. This is one load, we've got several loads coming. And it's all these round the back here. Young George has got to load these into the van, haven't you, George?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, as you can see, we got quite a lot of alloy. Feeling strong, George?
No.
No. Right, let's have a look what's happening in the office. Vinyl graphics everywhere, can't move. So yeah, these should be on the website tonight. We've got the Freelander 2 ones. We've gone for FL2 based on the feedback of your guys. We've got LR2 as well. We got the car as well, so you can pick and mix. So we've got those all over the and we're working on, and I might try and get this done this afternoon. We've got the, what are we calling these? D-pillar, Ben. Is that D-pillar?
Yeah.
Yeah, D-pillar graphics to cover on the Freelander 2 to give you that sort of black floating line. And we've also been playing with a new vinyl here. There you go. Chantel's found us this one. This is quite nice. It's a carbon effect. So we might even start producing the bonnet vinyls in carbon. We got anything exciting around the office else, Ben? We got a load of steering wheels by the looks of stuff. Yeah, Julian's just reminded me. Yeah, some people said they didn't like the double they wanted, so we've accommodated those people who want just the one, because obviously the Land Rover's got just the one notch out of it. So we've got the one notch out, and then you can have Air FL2 or LR2 or the car. I guess we'll sell with that kit where you'll have all three graphics there, and then we've got the bonnet graphics there. Goodness me, we got a tip in here. Right, let's go and have a look what's happening in the workshop. Disco 3, it's been a bit unloved up there. We have got all that original handbrake stuff off now. You can see amongst it, you've probably seen it in the back of the other videos, but I've got the rear carrier off, and we have got a kit here of the Buzz Weld, which is an anti-corrosion coating. We did have it here somewhere. Here we go. We got a Buzz Weld stuff here. So we're going to try and have a look at this. We'll unbox it, and we've got all the Buzz Weld. We bought the full kit with all the underbody protection. So we'll be having a look next week, hopefully, at that. We'll try and get Gary out the warehouse and get him cleaning up. We got all the tools for cleaning it, and we're going to do the chassis underneath and then put it all back together. So hopefully we'll get round to that if I don't play with the new Defender too much. I'm trying to see what else we got around the workshop. I keep watching. Oh yeah, and we hit 70,000 subscribers. How that happened, I don't know. I think it's all George's mates or something. But I'll put the screenshot of that up there so you can see that. But obviously we appreciate you watching more than subscribing. I just appreciate all the comments you put, all the supports you get, all the abuse you give me. It's all good. It helps us improve what we do. It helps us try and do more stuff. All the ideas you give me for the bonnet graphics, for the Freelander 2, people asking them now for the Freelander 1, all that's obviously really good for our business. As a Defender, so yeah, we've had fun on the Defender this week. We've got the front mud flap on the other side. We got the snorkel on. What else did we get on? We got the checker plate on here. So he's starting to look good. Right, what do I plan to do next week? I'll never get everything done I've got to get done, but we're going to try and take the front bumper off, take this silver bit off, and I'm going to try some Raptor paint on that. So that's it. I've got my wheels back on, front mud flap, checker plate guard there. We got the checker plate on the rear here. We got the hooks in, we got the hook surrounds on. I keep forgetting I've got my number plate off, because I'll show you we've done some 3D scanning. I'll put that up next. What else? Oh yeah, so I painted this checker plate on this side. I only did it with a rattle can, but I painted that gloss black. You're probably not going to see that in the sun, but that looked quite good in gloss black. I quite like that. We've been working on a rear bumper cover. So there we go. So the Defender, but it's still got its issues with its, but they're gonna now, apparently they're gonna, couple of weeks, they're gonna send over the airwaves, flash into it, a magic software fix. So that'll be good. Hopefully that'll be all sorted, and it'll save having to go to the dealer. But that's another story. Because I got into a bit of trouble with the dealer because I took the Discovery 5 back with no fuel in. But to be fair, they gave it to me with fuel on empty, but that's a debate we'll have another time. Right, there we go. That's the Defender. What else we got going on? Let's have a look what treasures we've got in Lola. So we've been down to pick up some stuff. What have we got? We've got more alloy wheels, yet more. And I'll tell you what we've got a load more is we've got a load more of these hooks we've managed to find. So these are the hooks, we sold out of those. So we'll get those back on the website. Hopefully they'll be back on tonight. All right, let's have a look what else we got. Heaps of wheels everywhere. Smart car still going, wow. It's lush in this hot weather. Cruise around with the windows open. What a dream she is. I haven't managed to blow it up quite yet. Yeah, so this is the Tesla we may look at buying. So let's see if we can go to view all the pictures. So it looks right at the front. There we go. It's interesting. It's got the keys locked inside it, but it's got some damage on this rear corner here, and it says it's structurally damaged. That side looks fine, obviously, and inside they've taken the pictures through the windows, you'll note, so there's no airbag damage or anything. Interior, it's got seats, the bonnet looks fine. So there's a close-up there of that damage. It's weird, something's gone into it, and there is some damage on the wheel as well. I suspect the suspensions, Ben's had a look at it. That looks like that's the rear bumper. There's the boot, but the keys are locked inside, which is an interesting challenge. But you should be able to unlock it with your phone. Again, we've not had anything to do with the Tesla, but one of these wheels has got a chunk out of it. Which wheel is that? This wheel there. Now, I'm guessing they're not rims. They look like they're actual alloys because I can't see the steel. I can see the disc. And it's got a rare old chunk taken out of it there. So that looks like that's the front corner. The other thing that worries me slightly is the suspension is quite high. Now, we have had stories of these Teslas coming up for auction and people have removed the batteries. So that's one of the front, but the rear looks super low, which you wouldn't think it would do if the battery had gone. You'd think they'd either both be high or both be low. Again, that's the rear bumper corner there. And that wheel's had some scuffing and some damage. But it's hard to see. I mean, arguably this looks like it sits further forward in the wheel arch. If I look at that one, that looks fairly central. That's the other. Hold on, that's the front. I can see the strut at the front. Let's have a look at the other rear. So that's one rear. Yeah, this one looks fairly central. Maybe a bit more towards the front. Yeah, it's hard to say because that bumper's come off. But which way do you reckon it'd be knocked, Ben? You reckon that rear wheel's gone, don't you? Ben's been having a little win.
I reckon he's hit something with the front, taking the chunk out of the front wheel.
And do you reckon it spun round and hit this back?
Spun the back laterally, yeah.
Actually, and it's caused a little quantum shift. There's the chunk. Yeah, we had the chunk. But it's hard to see if we got a back view. It's hard to see in any of the views whether there's a sort of alignment shift on that rear wheel, isn't it? Is that one sticking out more? Has it pushed the whole subframe over?
I don't know. That one looks fairly.
It doesn't look far out, does it? No. I mean, if it hasn't gone in like miles, if it's gone in at all.
No.
And that front wheel looks right, and it doesn't look awfully wrong from what we can see there. Doesn't look. Does that one look a lot different?
That's all right. It's this that looks out.
I reckon that front strut might have gone.
Yeah.
I mean, that one's got a slight turn on it. That one's got a slight turn on it. It's whether it's sort of tipped that way a bit. You reckon? Because they both got a turn on them, haven't they? Anyway, we're highly unprofessional, but yeah. So they've recorded this. If I go back to the details, so you can see it's a structural. So it's been declared as a structural damage, and it's got some additional information here. So if you go down to the additional information, it's got two keys with the vehicle, but the key or keys are locked in the vehicle, and the vehicle's deadlocked. So yeah, automatic start stop. That's a bit weird on an electric. Don't quite get that, but there you go. So there we go. So this is live at auction. So we'll join it, and we've got a budget set. They reckon it's worth about 59,000 retail, and And we reckon it's worth at least that. We've tried, you don't see many for sale for that sort of money in our quick look. But it's a bit of a gamble. We asked if we could go and look at it. You can't go and look at it because of the COVID thing. So you literally are buying it off those pictures, which is somewhat scary. So this is the auction going on. So we're up to Aston Martin Vantage, look. So there you go. So that's lot 82 and our lot is 124. So that's going to be a bit to go yet. But basically, yeah, you get this thing spinning around and it tells you. So we'll wait a while. We'll wait for the Aston Martin to go, and then we'll come back. Sometimes we have fireworks and balloons and all sorts going on here. But there we go. That's our Tesla. But I doubt we'll get it. We've got a limited budget, but it's one of those things. We'll take a punt on it. Right, here we go. So let's put a bid in. So there we go. Outbid. Bid place. So when does it go? Outbid. Oh, it's gone above my thing now, Ben. Look. 36. Let's watch and see what it goes for. 37. This is a hot lot. 38.
Oh, they're loving it.
Well, it's potentially, depending what's wrong with it, it's a gamble, isn't it? Do you reckon it's going to get 40?
Slowing down now.
Oh. I reckon that's it. It's time all. Well, that's too much for us. That's above our limit. Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. There we go. Oh well, another day we'll get a Tesla. Right, back to work. Yeah, so keep watching, and if I get half of what I want to get done next week, we'll have a good week.